What up, infidels? Back for another week of the Dangerous Brown podcast. It's been a couple weeks since I did one. You know, I had to let a little bit of life happen before I was like, I'll do the next one, and I'll do the next one. All right. Big thing that happened, and you'll see this happen throughout the episode. Me and my roommate are fostering two cats now. Fostering two cats. So you'll see me constantly get up and have to spray them for them to stop doing the things that they're doing. Right? Yeah, you can lay on the blinds. You can't jump in the blinds, man. You'll see me do this a lot. If the second he starts playing with the blinds, no, we come down. So if you see me get up to spray a lot, you'll see one of them if you're watching the YouTube video, one of them just walk through the back, ripping up our couch. Again, no, again. So you know what it is? You just have to train them to like, hey, don't rip stuff up, don't play in the blinds. We usually keep the blinds close so they don't play in them, but I need the better lighting for the podcast. So look at this guy. He likes to be on camera. He's this is Tigger or Zebra Girl, one of the two we call him. He's a guy, and the other one that just walked past that I had to spray for ripping up the couch was Obama. So yeah, we're fostering two cats, and it's interesting. There's times I want to keep them. There's times I don't want to keep them. It's all up in the air. Just look at how adorable though. Here's the thing, they're so adorable. All right. I gotta be on guard here. He's not playing with it though. The second he starts playing with the blinds, because he's cool if he sits up there, he just can't play with the blinds. And so I have to watch him. So this is going to be this whole episode of me watching these cats / talking about what's going on in the world. It's so wild. This is the closest I've ever felt to a parent. And I'm teaching these two young boy cats to behave. Yeah, see? Nope, play with the blinds. Get sprayed. That's how that works. I'll be the bad guy. What up, Zebra Girl? But yeah, it's interesting. Sometimes I want to keep them. Sometimes I want to let them go. Cleaning out a litter box sucks. They poop a lot. These guys are poopers. Big poopers. This dude, the one I'm pointing at right now, bro, he shits, dog. I guess cat. He shits, dude. He shits. We had a problem with incontinence at first. Is he ripping up the couch? That's the thing. We have to teach him to not rip at the couch and all that sort of stuff. It's but man, here's the issue. Out of all, they cause a lot of trouble. They're little boy cats. They roughhouse all the time. They knock stuff over constantly. They're mad inquisitive, right? Here's the issue, right? The issue is they're so cute and they're so adorable and they're so loving. They're so loving. You know, if they haven't seen you for a while, they'll come and play all over you and be all over you. If you're new, oh my God. Any guest they rub up on, and they're just really, really dope. They're really, really dope side to make sure, you know what I mean? I keep checking on them. This is the first time I'm doing the podcast here with them. This is probably why I also haven't done the podcast out here for a little bit. I'm just I don't know how these two cats will react. So far, they haven't really shown interest in the camera or the recording equipment, thank God. Otherwise, I'd be up here throwing punches. You know what I mean? We'd be fighting after a while. There's no way we wouldn't be fighting. These guys are so aggressive, but so adorable. But not aggressive. They're just little boys. You know what I mean? They're boys. They play around. They roughhouse. It's pretty interesting to watch. They're adorable together. They love each other so much. They're sometimes I'll leave my room, right? And they'll be taking a nap together. Right, and then they'll look around, and then they'll be oh, wow. They'll be napping together, and I'll come in the room, and they'll wake up like they were doing something guilty. You know that episode of Friends when they catch Joey and Ross napping together? It's like that. It's oh, man, it feels like I walked in on some forbidden love that I wasn't supposed to see. Maybe they're two little gay cats. Who knows? It's 2021. You're allowed to be whoever you want, guys. You're allowed to be whoever you want. That, of course, is Obama, who just jumped up. Hey, come on. No ripping. No claws. You know better than this. Oh, man. Oh, Obama. So good. His name is Obama because He has a giant O on the side of his coat, and then also we think he's Muslim, and he refuses to show us his birth certificate. So that's, I mean, classic Obama. Every time I ask too, it's like, "Hey, Obama, can you see your birth certificate?" And he goes, "Meow," and I go, "Damn, classic avoidance from Obama." Classic avoidance from Obama. That's what Obama does. Obama avoids. That's what Obama was so good at. You ask him a question and he goes, "What?" Or he deflects it away from what the original question's about. This is how entranced I am. I'm in the middle of recording a podcast and I'm watching these cats, bro. They're so much fun to watch. Okay, sir. You can't eat that. Sir. It's a lot of they do all their misbehaving in the morning. At night they're so well behaved, but in the morning, bro, all the energy they have from sleeping all night, from being in a dark room all night, they expand it. They go for it. God, cats are so cool. They're so dumb too. They're absolutely the dumbest. It's so funny. Look at this guy. You can't even see this guy. I should go behind the camera and be like, "Look at this guy." Oh, so adorable. Here, let me. You know what? Should I? No, because it's gonna take me forever to set up. I was like, let me run behind the camera and set this up. Nope, you don't get to see it. You just have to sit here and listen to it. Sit here and listen to me react. Today, due to request from Drake Hartman, we will not be finishing. What's it called? Deuteronomy today. We'll do that a little later. Today we're gonna do Presidential Dck Energy. It's been a while since we've done one, and we're on Eisenhower, I believe, right? Did I miss anyone? I missed Nixon. I missed Kennedy. Did I miss miss Kennedy? I don't think I missed Kennedy. Oh, either way, even if I didn't miss Kennedy, he has big dick energy. I think we all realize that, right? I don't think anyone's like, "Oh, he has little dick energy." No, that dude cheated on his wife as president. That's fucking dope, dude. Like, and everyone knew it, and nobody was like he should be impeached. You know, he also didn't cheat with ugly interns. He cheated with like hot movie stars. That's the big thing. Oh, Jesus Christ, what's going on over there? What's happening, Obama? Oh, Obama jumped down from the light stand. All right. Look at this guy. This guy has been on camera for the last 5 minutes. He's a star. That's what he's trying to do. He's trying to pivot. You know how sometimes, like Jeremy Piven is trying to pivot from like actor to a stand-up? I think this cat's trying to pivot from a cat to a superstar. Look at him. This is the one episode where you gotta watch the video. You gotta see these cats. They're just so adorable. Look at him. Not camera shy at all. Really working it. Working his angle. Give him your blue steel, huh? Give him your blue steel. Nope, doesn't give you the blue steel. All right. What else to talk about? I was in Los Angeles for a week. Not a week, a couple days. Rented a car. It's okay. I have no interest in moving back right now. You know what's crazy is that everyone I talked to was like, "When are you moving back to LA? Are you back to LA? You should come back to LA." And it's like, why? For what reason? There's nothing going on for me. You just want me to go back to LA and just sit there? And at first I took it as a compliment of just like, "Oh, they all want me back," which is nice. That is nice. But also it's like, but you don't want me back because I'm doing stuff. You want me back because you're just used to seeing my face around the comedy store all the time, and I'm like a comfort face for you. Because so many things have changed over the last year and a half that you're like, "Oh man, this is a guy from the past. Let's have him here so things feel the same again." That's how it felt overall. It's like, "Oh, you want me back because it's like a weird security blanket for you to see me there." But no one was like, "Hey, if next time you come back here, do these spots with me." None of that. "Hey, do a podcast or whatever." Nothing. No, like, "Hey, write on this thing. Help me write on this thing." No, nothing. Just be back. And what? Figure it out from there? Do the same thing I'm trying to do in Austin, but with higher rent? That seems insane. I don't know. I have bad luck in LA. Every time I go to a show, no, what am I saying? I'm a little bit high. No. Every time I get a bunch of shows and they all get canceled, Like the first time I went to LA, I spent a week there. 5 shows got canceled. Second time I went, which was this time, 2 shows got canceled, and in the store the AC wasn't working, so it was brutally hot in there. Just bad run of LA shows. Bad run of LA shows. It was, yeah, I don't know. If you're a young comic in LA, it's like if you don't have anything going on, if you don't have like a following, if you don't have like an internet following, if you're not like one of the ones that the industry likes, it's like if you're a young open micer, I would avoid LA right now. It's like, what is there? There's not that many mics as far as I can tell. The mics that exist are all pay to play. The shows right now, some of them are getting canceled left and right. The ones that I were on were okay. I mean, Don't Tell is good, but it's hard to break into the Don't Tell sort of circle of comics that they book. And it just seems like there's no way to move up. Whereas Austin, if you're thinking about doing comedy, I would say that's the place you definitely want to go here. There's excitement here. There's possibility here. Hopefully when Rogan's Club opens, there's eventually a way to move up. That would be cool. Like through hopefully they implement an open mic system there. If the open mic is Kill Tony, I wouldn't like that much. Like that's a cool show. I mean, it's an amazing show, but it's like that can't be the open mic that brings you up in the system. There's got to be like a set booker watching 15 guys do 3 minutes each, so they get a feel of who is working on stuff, who is getting better, who deserves longer spots. Like you can't, Kill Tony isn't the way to do it. It should be like the store. It should be like Kill Tony in one room, the open mic in the other room. That's what it should be. I think that would be like the perfect situation if that happens. Also, I want to be in charge of the list for the open mic at Rogan's Club. I want to I don't know, because my boy Luke was doing it for the Comedy Store, and it was cool. I don't think I'd revel in the power as much. I think I'm a little more even-tempered than that. But I definitely, dude, how awesome would it be to be like a little gatekeeper and just like power trip, bro? Man, I need a power trip. That's what I need a good power trip and then an ego check right afterwards. That's what I need. I need both. I need the power trip first and then the ego check afterwards. I gotta, sometimes you gotta earn the ego check. You know what I mean? Like you gotta earn the ego check a little bit. That's what I need. I need an earned ego check. But yeah, because I think I've always had like a good eye for talent. I would say that like the amount of people that I helped get into the store, I think when it's all said and done, if I were to list them all here, and I won't do that, I think it'd be like, oh damn, that's impressive. You helped all those people get in. So I think I like know what to look for, and I think I would just be good in like helping create, just for Austin to be an A city, there needs to be a system of a hierarchy system here. And that's just the way all A cities work. Because right now, it doesn't really quite exist. The Creek in the Cave isn't exactly... It's a fine club. But it isn't exactly like creating a... It's not a good scene builder. I'll say that. It's a little... It's a fun place to hang. That's what it is. But this place needs a scene builder. And I think I can take part of that. I mean, that's really kind of the only thing I have to look forward to right now. There's nothing really going on. The only way I think right now to move up in the comedy world without being picked up by the industry is like creating some sort of online presence. And it's going eh. It's going eh. I'll have random TikTok videos go viral, but that's about it. Like no following yet. But yeah, I think Austin has the chance to be an A city. It just needs a hierarchy, in a way, and then it needs a place that'll build a scene, and hopefully Rogan's Club will be that. It's the rumors are it's like 2 to 5 months away. Who knows what that means? It's just sitting and waiting because the potential of that club is just unbelievable what that potential is. But Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Maybe we'll all die before that. So it's just waiting and seeing. Let's see. Let's see what's going on in the news. Oh yeah, football happened. Best game of the week was the Monday Night Football game, for sure. That game was wild. That overtime was insane. Football's back with people in stands. It'll be interesting to see what like Corona's like after those big things. I think football will be fine. I think mostly because it's outdoors. Things that are outdoors, there's not a lot of spreaders. That's what I've heard, but who knows? Talk to someone who thought Corona wasn't like real, which is interesting. You know what's crazy? Here's the thing. Fine, if you don't think Corona is real, whatever. I'm not gonna try to convince you that it is. But don't be like, oh, you're watching too much CNN. I hate it. I hate it when people are like, oh, you're watching too much CNN. Bitch, I'm 30. Why the fuck would I watch CNN? I'm not 77 years old. Hey, just because someone has a different viewpoint than you doesn't mean they're watching CNN. Hey, I'm left-leaning. I think MSNBC is crap. Get out of here, bro. I'm not like... I hate it when people put CNN on you. Don't put CNN on me. Do I look 77 years old? No. All right? I get my information like the rest of y'all. From Twitter and from stuff I've heard other people say. You know, like a regular person. Oh, it's real. You must watch CNN. No, that's more offensive to me than you thinking Corona is not real. Is you thinking I watch CNN. What? Racism. I'm going to call it, dude. That's it, bro. Whenever someone says I watch CNN, I'm gonna use my race card. I'll just be like, it's just race. I don't know how. It's just racism. It's just racism, bro. I don't know what it is. That's truly stupid. That's truly stupid. That you think who watches CNN? Yes, you know what's interesting? Like I watch my parents do watch CNN, and it's like, oh no. I don't know how to tell you. This is just bad for you. This is bad for you. The news, you're just watching all this news constantly, designed to scare you. God. I read somewhere, I could have seen this wrong, but there's donors trying to send $1 billion to Afghanistan. Why? What do we just give the Taliban more stuff? Is that the plan? To just give the Taliban more stuff? That's that military-industrial complex being like, ooh, we could sell the Taliban even more stuff if we couch it as AIDS. Not AIDS, the disease, my God, as aid, I should say. Jesus. I mean, like, how much, what is the point? What is the point of giving Afghanistan any kind of money? Bro, like, I know there's a humanitarian crisis over there, but, yo, how are we going to help? How are we going to help that doesn't end up benefiting the people who kicked us out of there and the people who beat us? Bro, it's like, you know what it is? In poker terms, I feel like Americans feel pot committed to Afghanistan, so we're like, we have to do everything in our power to just constantly, you know, help the people that we kind of screwed over. And by kind of screwed over, that means we really screwed over. Like, we have a bad hand and we keep betting into it. We're sitting against the Taliban, who are just straight, and we have a high card at best, and we keep betting into the pot because we feel like, damn, we should keep betting into it. We messed up. We're in this bad situation. Let's throw money. And it's like, we can't throw money at this situation at all. We got to stop being world police. That's got to end. We're not strong enough, I don't think, to be world police. Military-wise, brute force we are, but we don't have the intelligence of China or Russia, really. I don't think. I think, yo, bro, things go in circles, right? Where it's like we need like foreign intervention. We need to be like that strong world player, and sometimes you need to shrink back. And bro, U.S. isolationism, bro, it never wins. I think it never wins as a political stance. I feel like there have been many isolationists in fact, we're going to talk about Eisenhower later and how he ran against an isolationist who was like the U.S. should meddle out of other people's affairs, so to stay out of other people's affairs, and Eisenhower was like, no, that's a bad idea for whatever reason, and he ended up winning. I think he faced the isolationist on the party nom, so he ended up winning the party nomination. But I think it's definitely time for that. It's time for us to pull back. It's pullback time. It's definitely pullback time. Pull out, pull back, baby. It's time to ghost these other countries. You know what I mean? It's time to ghost them. Ghost them, bro. We gotta ghost these countries, man. It's time. Check in on our allies. Send a little what's up, how you doing to your allies. But, bro, these countries that ask for help or need to intervene, it's like, we gotta say no. We gotta get our foreign oil. We gotta figure it out internally, bro. We probably have to colonize Africa a little bit with China, because I believe China is doing a lot of like setting up a lot of infrastructure there. So it's like we gotta, isolate. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong about that. I always end up talking about politics, and I never should. It's never as fun as when I'm just goofing around. Oh, where did the cats go? Where did the Poopy Boys go? They were here, and now they don't agree with the isolationist policy. Huh, Poopy Boys? Where you at? Let me see. Oh, they're sleeping. They're also sleepy boys. Poopy Boys are also sleepy boys. But, that makes sense. If you poop a lot, you'd probably sleep a lot. Because all that waste you're expelling must be like, it's time to sleep. A nice pooping to sleep? Bro, these cats live the life, bro. They just they eat, they poop, they sleep, they play with each other. Every once in a while, they get a spray bottle to the face. But hey, that's what you deserve. Never forget. Oh, yeah, it was 9/11. Oh, yeah. It was 9/11. I said never forget, and I was like, oh, shit, it's been since 9/11 since I should have recorded on 9/11. I didn't even think about that. I think that would have been, if I had nothing planned, that would have been kind of lame. But, it was 9/11. It was 9/11. That was, it was cool. I did a 9/11 joke I did a theater with Sam J and Cap City and Sam J, and it was on 9/11, and I did my 9/11 joke, which you can see. I believe I posted it. I posted it on my Instagram and TikTok. You gotta look back. You gotta look back for it. It's one of the videos. But I did it on 9/11, and it went over. It's, you know what it is? It's been long enough. I feel like there are more people openly tweeting jokes and stuff. It's been 20 years. It's insane. 20 years. I'm so old, bro. I'm so old. Why would I? No, hey, stop. Hey. That's what you get. As soon as I asked for the cats, one came back and started playing with the wires. Scratched my leg a little bit. You poopy sleepy boy. Go back to sleep, Poopy Boy. Go back to sleep, Poopy Boy. That's what this episode's gonna be called. Yeah, go back to sleep, Poopy Boy. Oh man, these cats. But yeah, in 20 years, man. Oh, I saw this is. This was the. I guess, since there's no other way to say it, this was the funniest headline of this like the 9/11 tributes, bro. Remember there was that Alan Jackson song, "Where Were You?" It was called like "Where Were You" on that the day the world stopped turning or something like that. I forgot what it's called, but it was big. Everyone has heard it at some point. If you had at least lived through it, if you've lived through 9/11, you heard "Where Were You" at some point, right? And the headline said, "Alan Jackson reveals." What was it? How'd it go? Oh yeah, the headline went, "Alan Jackson reveals inspiration for 9/11 tribute song," and I did not read the article, but I was like, I can guess. I can guess where he got the inspiration for his 9/11 tribute song. I don't know. Call me like smart. Call me good at reading context clues. But I have a big. You know what would be interesting if he wrote that song before 9/11 happened. Then you'd be like, oh, okay. What was the inspiration, Alan Jackson? Well, I had a conversation with George W. Bush, and he told me what was about to happen. Like, that would be a bomb. That would be a story worth reading. But yeah, I'm not going to read the inspiration for Alan Jackson's 9/11 song when I'm pretty sure I know exactly what happened. I'm pretty sure that dude was inspired to write that song by 9/11. Bro, made me laugh when I saw the headline. I was like, come on, you cannot. That cannot, like, it's like, oh, okay, I forgot who wrote the article, but whoever was writing that article was like, oh, you were reaching. You needed 20-year 9/11 material, and you were like, let's see what Alan Jackson's up to. How come he didn't do that for more disasters? Alan Jackson, he positioned himself to be the disaster guy. He should have just, Katrina hit. He should have been like, where were you? Damn, as soon as it Katrina, I was like, damn, that big-ass hurricane happened. Like, bro, I forgot so many things that happened in the 2 weeks since I haven't talked to you. That big-ass dude that flooded New York. It flooded New York, flooded from a hurricane in Louisiana. Mind-blowing, dude. Mind-blowing. Oh, okay, here's my impression of the floodwaters from New York, right? Here's my impression of the floodwaters from New York, ready? Hey, I'm flowing here. That's my impression of the floodwaters from New York. I'm flowing here. Hey, motherfucker. That's my impression for floodwaters from New York. I know it's a terrible thing. A bunch of people died. I'm very, hearts go out to them. I couldn't have said that more flippantly. But yeah, dude, crazy, right? Wild, bro. Wild. Hey, I'm flowing in. That's so funny. Come on, that's funny. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what else to say, but that's funny. Yo, I'm flowing in. That's. I wonder if I can do that on stage. I'm gonna try that on stage. I'm gonna try that on stage tonight, bro. I'm gonna go up there and be like, "This is my impression of the floodwaters from New York." I'm flowing in. Hey, I'm flowing in. That's so good. That's so good, bro. I'm doing that. I'm going on stage tonight. I'm gonna try to record it on my phone too. See if I can get video of it. Put it out online. What? So stupid. So stupid. Oh god. So has anyone put the videos of New York flooding to this, the backdrop of that Jay-Z New York song? Oh, Poopy Boys pooping again. What was what did I say the name of this episode was gonna be? Damn, I have to listen back to it already. Go to sleep, Poopy Boy. That's what it was gonna be called. Oh, Sleepy Boy up. Sleepy Boy up. Heard Poopy Boy pooping and was like, maybe it's time for me to poop. Why are you meowing? I heard when cats meow, it's because they want to interact with humans. So is something up with your litter box? Is this any good? No. Nope. Just threatened him with the spray can, and he was like, "I get it. Whatever that is, I'll stay away from it." No, no, okay, no. Hello, what's going on? Okay. You want to chill here? You want to chill? Oh, you want some more screen time, huh? Look at this motherfucker. Look at these cats. This other cat's staring at me. He's so mad that I almost sprayed him. Yeah, but New York flooded, man. Wild. Comedy Cellar flooded. Apparently, next day they were doing shows. That's baller, dude. That's baller. Talk about like just. That's so New York, dude. That's New York as fuck, dude. That's New York as fuck. To have your business flooded and the next day you open, bro. So New York. So New York. Hey, I'm flowing in, dude. I'm flowing in. I'm flowing in, bro. In New York. That's what the flood is singing as it's like destroying buildings. In New York. Concrete jungle where dreams are made of. It's like, drowning a family in an illegal basement apartment. In New York. If you could make it here, you could make it anywhere. I was a drop of water in the ocean. And now look at me, Ma. I'm in the big city. I'm living my dreams. Destroying infrastructure. What more do you want? As a water droplet growing up in the ocean. They tell you, you're never going to make it in the city. You're never going to make it in the city. And I'm in the city and I'm here. I'm here, baby. In New York. I'm flowing in. Bro, New York is crazy. I remember one time I was just like, I was walking and I was just on my phone and I looked up and there was a guy walking directly in front of me. And it was one of those situations where like usually, you know how you do that walk dance thing with someone when you're going in the same direction? Like, oh, I'll go this way. I was doing the walk dance thing, but he was like, fuck you, I'm just moving straight forward. And he body checked me. Just this business guy in a suit, just body checked me as I'm trying to avoid him. That's New York. Ma, you would never believe it. You think these people would be a little nicer to little water droplets like me, but nah. This man body checked me. One day a big hurricane's gonna come and I'm gonna ruin his day. In New York, I'm flowing here. Oh man, that's kind of a premise for a hilarious Broadway show, right? Because a lot of Broadway shows are about making it or whatever. It's a story about a water droplet who tries to make it to New York and comes here in a flood. It was 2021. Ida hold on. I'm walking here. It was 2021. Ida had just hit, and we thought this was our time. Water droplets rushing in from everywhere, thinking we were gonna make it in the city. But what they don't tell you is that the grind in the city is harder than the grind in the ocean. Broadway presents. I'm flowing here. Hey, I'm flowing here. I was just a young droplet when I moved in with the no. Wow, why did that I can't keep an accent for long. That's my problem. It always changes. I was a young boy when I moved into the city with the flood. Hey, I'm flowing here. A lot of places for water get lost in New York. A lot of absorbent surfaces. Lost a couple of my friends to mops. It's out here. It's tough for a water drop out in here in New York. There's black people. It's just a racist water droplet. That's all it is. Look at you eyeing my stuff. Can you see him? Yeah, he's in the corner of the screen. Love it. That's Zebra Girl. Again, he's a guy. In New York. Maria. There's also a love story where he falls in love with a Puerto Rican. Maria. Our families won't let us be together. I'm a water droplet. You're Puerto Rican. But we can make it work. Who says water can't be with a Puerto Rican, huh? It's 2021, Maria. Maria! Maria! Oh, bro. You just gotta fight her gang of brothers. There's a flood comes and washes them away. Maria, we could be together. I can't be with a water droplet. No matter how much I love you, Maria. When I came to New York, I said I was flowing here. But when I was with Maria, the flow stopped. And when Maria left, I was worried it would never start again. Curtains drop. End of Broadway play. What do you think, cats? Oh, you fell asleep during it? Okay. Tough critics. Tough critics. Yeah, well, I told him to go to sleep, Poopy Boy. Oh, man. Go to sleep, Poopy Boy. One of the other cat is now, there's the other cat, Obama, not the one you can't see on screen. Obama's cute because, like, if the boys are hanging, he'll, like, even if he's falling asleep, he'll do that thing where he'll fall asleep and keep himself up because he wants to hang with the boys. And right now, I think it's the same vibe as the boys are hanging because I'm talking to y'all. So he's like, oh, I'm trying to stay up, but go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, little Poopy Boy. Go to sleep, go to sleep. Should I call this Go to Sleep Poopy Boy or a water droplet in the big city? That's what it would be called. It'd be called A Drop in the Big City. That's what my Broadway play. A drop in the big city. And everyone would be walking out like, hey, I'm flowing here. But they'd have a tear because him and Maria couldn't make it work. They're too far apart. The worlds are too far apart. She's a sentient creature. He's just a water droplet from the ocean that came during a hurricane that killed one of her family members. You know what I mean? So there's like a Maria, I'm not my cousin's Maria. You gotta understand. Maria, I came here to make it. I love you. What my cousins do, that's what my cousins do. Their blood, I get it. And I die for them, but Maria, we have something special. Let's run away together. Let's flow away together, Maria. Let's flow together. I can't. I'm sorry, Justin. His name is Justin. He's a lame water droplet. He's not a cool water droplet. I can't. What will my family think? They think I betrayed them. I love water. I love water. You know I love water. But I can't be with water. You gotta understand that, Justin. Maria, you're breaking my heart, Maria. I didn't know water droplet could have a heart. This is Justin is changing actors clearly by the voice mid show. The understudy comes in. I can't, Maria. I'm sorry. You're breaking my heart, my watery heart. My nucleus is Maria. I'm flowing here. My nucleus is Maria. Can't you feel them breaking, Maria? My nuclei have become a nucleus, Maria. It's nothing without you. It needs two. Maria. Come on. What do you say? I gotta go. And then Broadway play. A drop in the big city. So many Tony Awards, bro. Right there. Oh my God, we're 40 minutes in. Jesus Christ. I need to get to someone wants to send me an Instagram message. You better not be an ad trying to sell me stuff. Oh, so it's some guy asking me to do their open mic next to the Comedy Store in LA. No. Let's see what's going on here. I gotta bring up. I wrote it down on my phone. So we have Eisenhower, which I mean, like, I think we all know that Eisenhower is gonna be big dick energy, right? The man was an important military figure in World War II. He warned us about the military-industrial complex, about our economy and the way we're going. It's just that these private companies are in the military, and that's not a good thing, and that could lead to some terrible things, like, for, let's say, invading stuff like Iraq and Afghanistan under false pretenses to perpetuate an endless war so they can keep selling and making guns and ammo and machinery and stuff that people need. And then when we exit, we make sure we leave all that machinery there for our enemies, so then when they do something we deem as atrocious, we can then go back and fight them with even bigger guns, even better machinery, even more things. But that's just a hypothetical, and thank God we're not there. So let me just go over stuff that Eisenhower did, which is interesting. Warned about the military-industrial complex, first supreme commander of NATO, he did support coup in Iran and Afghanistan because he wanted to stop the spread of communism. That's a knock against him. I mean, ultimately, not enough big enough knock to become medium dick energy, because starting a coup is pretty metal. Starting a coup is pretty metal. Supported the French in Vietnam, so really got the ball rolling into what ended up being another crisis for us, which is a little bit ironic to rail against the military-industrial complex and then be the machinery that starts Vietnam. Bay of Pigs was on him. He signed the Civil Rights Act of 1957. It caused desegregations in schools, and it caused our boy, I don't know if you know Strom Thurmond, he won states as a write-in candidate, I think, in the 1948 presidential election. Because he didn't want schools to be segregated, filibustered in Congress for 24 hours, bro. That man got up there and talked for 24 hours in a row just to make sure, like, a vote didn't go through, or I don't really know how filibustering works all the way. But, dude, that level of commitment to racism is a little bit, like, impressive. 24 hours, like, just so, like, black and white people want to attend school together. Like, that's crazy. But, of course, Strom, had impregnated a black woman that had worked for his family at that point and had a child with her out of wedlock. So, I guess he was afraid of that happening more often. The economy boomed. All right. I wrote this time I copy pasted a bunch of quotes. This is all my research is from Wikipedia, nothing more, nothing less. All right. Let's see. In 1945, Eisenhower anticipated that some days an attempt would be made to recharacterize Nazi crimes as propaganda, in parentheses, Holocaust denial, and took steps against it by demanding extensive still and movie photographic documentation of Nazi death camps, which is hilarious because what's going on? I got added to an open mic list here. Yeah. So yeah, he thought Holocaust denial was a thing and took steps against it, and boy, did that not help, huh? But that's the thing about Eisenhower, man. The dude could see into the future. Like, that's crazy. He saw that coming. He saw the military-industrial complex coming. Like, that shit was dope. President Truman sensed a broad-based desire for an Eisenhower candidate for president, and he ran, but pressed him to run for office as a Democrat. And Eisenhower said, nope, I will be a Republican, which, again, metal. After defeating Taft for nomination, it became necessary for Eisenhower to appease the right old wing guard of the Republican Party. He selected Richard Nixon as vice president because Richard Nixon was very right wing and was also a strong anti-communist, and as a youth to counter Eisenhower's age. So he was kind of like Kamala. I think we talked about it in the Nixon presidential Dck Energy. Nixon was kind of a lame duck vice president. Eisenhower didn't like him very much, and after his vice presidency, they thought Nixon's political career was over. Eisenhower made a great use of press conferences, holding almost 200. He saw the benefits of maintaining a good relationship with the press and saw them as a means of direct communication with the American people, which is pretty wholesome. Didn't really know the sort of propaganda fear machine the press would become, but, it's the 1950s. The man's old. I appreciate the thought. It's a very smart thought. Throughout his presidency, Eisenhower adhered to a political philosophy called dynamic conservatism. He described himself as a progressive conservative. Because he continued stuff like New Deal, expanded Social Security. He expanded, added a Department of Health, Education, and Welfare, extended benefits to 10 million workers. He implemented racial integration in the armed services in 2 years. I have just one purpose. This is a quote from Eisenhower. I have just one purpose, and that is to build up a strong progressive Republican Party in this country. If the right wing wants a fight, they're going to get it. Before I end up, either this Republican Party will reflect progressivism or I won't be with them anymore. He was aboard, and, he lost out to the Nixon Party. The Nixon, whatever vision Eisenhower had of the Republican Party did not become true. Did not become true. There was while I was reading this, I was like, wow, the Republican Party could have taken this fork in the road of where it could have gone Eisenhower or Nixon, and it went Nixon. Because Nixon instills more fear than Eisenhower does. Eisenhower is smart and sees the future, but being smart around this is the time where I think, so if you read this Mark Twain book called A Yankee Doodle in King Arthur's Court, he describes what he believes a perfect American is. And one of the things a perfect American is a perfect American is smart and resourceful. And at a certain point, being smart became a thing that is looked down upon. And you think you're better than this because you're smart. And that became a thing. And I think you can really the split from the Republican Party from Eisenhower to Nixon really made okay, well, Nixon was we got to keep these people kind of dumb. Eisenhower was I want to elevate. Nixon was I want to hold. That's where I think the sort of anti-intellectualism of America started. I would say around here, when this right guard of the Republican Party was okay, we don't want these progressive Republicans to take hold here. He was aboard the maiden flight of Air Force One. He championed the interstate highway system, started NASA, CIA ballooned under him. In 1956, Eisenhower forced an end to the combined British, French, and Israel invasion of Egypt in response to the Suez Canal crisis. He basically got the British, French, and Israeli to pull out of the Suez Canal just by being mad at them at a press conference, which is that's the height of power, bro. That's a powerful man. That's a respected man right there. The administration declared racial discrimination a national security issue as communists around the world were using racial discrimination and the history of violence in the U.S. as a point of propaganda attack, which is smart. Smart on both ends. Smart on the communists to use that as propaganda. Smart on Eisenhower to recognize that and be oh man, this has got to be something that we got to stop, and best way to do that is promote racial equality. So, crazy to communism for that to happen, but, you take what you can get. This was an interesting episode. You guys saw me dealing with the cats, the sleepy boys the Poopy Boys who are now sleeping. Go to sleep, Poopy Boy. I think this is what this will be called. Also, I can go a drop in the big city. We did a Broadway musical together, and I might try that. I'm going to try that on stage. It'll be interesting. All right, guys. We're 48 minutes in. That's a 50. I mean, the thing is, there's not much more to talk about Eisenhower. I think it's one of these, we recognize as a big dick energy. We recognize it. I think I went over Kennedy, but, I mean, we know that's big dick energy. We could have skipped that, but, now we're getting into what? Truman, which is going to be interesting, and then before that is FDR, and then the more we go back, you know what I mean? Eventually we're going to be at Rutherford B. Hayes, and we're going to have to just figure out what's going on there. Up until, I would say, Teddy Roosevelt, I have a vague understanding of, the presidents and how they sort of worked. Right? And, how they're sort of viewed. Not, not what they did necessarily, but if they were favorable, if people were against them, what was going on there. But, But even Roosevelt, like there's like Coolidge, Harding, Taft in the middle. Like I don't quite understand. So it's like we're gonna get to those soon. So I'm excited. I'm excited. This will be I'm glad to continue the series. We'll finish the Bible next week. We'll finish the Bible next week for y'all. We'll do that for y'all. Not the Bible. Oh my God, Deuteronomy. You guys know what I'm saying. You guys know. Thanks for listening, guys. Hopefully, I say next week, whenever I have time to do it. Whenever enough life has happened. You know what I mean? This took 2 weeks for me to get to 50 minutes this time. You know. Remember, guys, to follow me on Twitch, Mr. Dangerous Brown on Twitch. If you want to see me play video games and talk to me real time, Twitch is the place to go. Mr. Dangerous Brown on Twitch, guys. I will see you soon. Peace in the Middle East, guys. Later.